So it's like Papa Powen from his elevated position, just punishing DiNG for moving forward here.
And he will continue to do so because he cannot get spotted. Ilian will find Shuku though, and that's very important at this point in time.
Ilian getting the jump onto Shoku. Not very maneuverable though. Shoku wanted to ram him, but no. Ilian picks up the kill there, but in return, Papa Powen gets the kill on Ilian, and we are on a 4-5 situation if Karitz can survive long enough, but time is ticking, DiNG. Time is against you.
And I'm not sure if I agree with this play to come like this. Meritorious gets hit again, positive, and Hulk will be forced off. They're going to go for a last-minute cap, but that's the issue though. They have the tanks that can go in and spot that. I feel like they should have cleared out Shuku much earlier. Going this 6-7 line against the boosted STRV, it's suicide.
It's a free farm at the moment for Papa Powen as he now starts shooting at Hulknik at the moment. Hulknik just goes out of vision. Papa Powen looking for someone else to shoot. He sees Mary, he can see positive at the moment. Will he penetrate the shot?
Maybe, depends on what angle the turret is. That was not, that wasn't an angle he could pen. Perhaps he can still get it, but Karitz goes down towards Bihu.
Bihu getting the kill on Karitz. Now we are 4-on-4 with almost a minute left. This is strongly in Utopia's favour. I pretty much think they're going to see this one out unless there's some major mistakes in the team fight that's upcoming.
The thing is, the time is, even if they make mistakes now, it won't help them whatsoever. And Hulknik will pick up Rulezik. So yeah, but even if he got him, the time is the thing. Bihu can just run away, although I don't know why he's crossing over there. But, there's Bihu, who's factor number 1, Papa Pavin is factor number 2. They won't get to him. Not in a million years.
No, Hulknik is taking damage now as well as he moves in. There's less than 30 seconds on the clock. Are DiNG just going to charge in like the Light Brigade and do a bit more damage, help some people with fancy points as Dynamo takes out positive. Breakneck starts shooting at him as well. Breakneck get picked up by Papa Powen here, so he can clip out into Dynamo. One more to go. Now Breakneck is on a reload. Hulknik coming in there as well. Bihu popping up over the hill. If only Papa Powen wasn't up on that hill, Daki, it might have been recoverable.
Might have been, but Break wouldn't even have reload, neither would Hulk. And that's it. That's 1-0 for Utopia, and DiNG stay on 0 wins on steps in 5 rounds. They haven't won a single attack. So
this is quite common for DiNG as well, though. They lose the first couple of matches.
They were really good on steps, though.
Yeah.
I mean, last season they were the best team on steps by far, on the attack and on the defense. They had like 100% for the most of the season. This season doesn't seem like their attack is that strong.
A little apology for our viewers on Twitch. We are aware that there was a little bit of a downtime there. We do apologise. Everything should be back up and running now. And thanks for sticking around with us. Now, Daki, where do you think the damage came from in that battle? Dynamo?
No, it had to be Papa Powen.
Papa Powen up on that hill.
Mean,
good shout, yeah, certainly. I mean, he had a free
that's
farm.
the only shout. I mean, he did a lot of damage. Even if you only connected 4 or 5 shots, that'd probably still be enough to be first in a game like this.
Should have chose him over Maraka.
Oh yeah, where was Maraka?
It's hard to pick in teams like this. Like teams like Utopia or teams like Oops, it's hard to always pick your starting players.
I'd give you a tissue, but yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
Papa Powen up top, yeah. Then Dynamo right behind him. 3.5k Papa Powen. 3 for Dynamo is good actually. 3k damage.
Yep.
Hulknik picking up 2 kills there. Then Breakneck.
Breakneck still doing okay. Sadly enough,
It's great to see Breakneck doing well, to be honest. It's absolutely great to see Breakneck doing well.
Positive doing pretty good as well. Well, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't, because Maraka not playing is worse than him doing well. So there is that.
True.
Shokesh really not having the game of his life. I mean, Meritorious neither. He got
You caster cussed him at the start. That's what the issue is.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Come on, man.
If he doesn't perform any better than this, Daki, you're going to have to put him on the naughty list on the clan.
Blacklist.
Yep, indeed. If he doesn't start performing.
I only have one guy on there right now.
Oh, okay. So I noticed that Xena has changed position as well on the clan recently. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a blackout.
That's crazy. That's unfortunate.
Stuff happens, But back onto this match, yeah, the damage DiNG took in the beginning seems to be enough. I mean, 2 of their tanks getting set on fire, 1 going down, the other one having a damaged engine.
2 fires in batch.
But honestly, not finding Shuku is like questionable because teams should have still remembered how to blind fire those bushes. It's not rocket science. Yeah, I don't know how they fell for that 416 being in the bushes. All they really had to do was get either their 113 to drive through the middle and to blind fire the bushes, or a bad shot to go where Kreitz was in the later stage of the game.
Yeah. I mean, potentially the fact he never saw the 416 all battle up until that point.
They might think he was on top of the dune, which is also hard to spot.
True, potential, yeah. Let's have a look at the lineups for round 2, where the teams now switch positions, with Utopia now being on the attack and DiNG now being on the defense.
Yeah, DiNG with the Kranwagen in 1-1-3, it says that you can go a beeline and defend, but you can also it also says that you can go towards the 8-9-0 line. It depends on how they want to play against RT, because, you know, if you get locked down on the rails against RT, he can move over the K line, try and get some angles from behind. So I'm expecting DiNG to perhaps go for a quick 8-9-0 here.
8-9-0.
And on defense
Push
to
down,
cut off Utopia, because Utopia plays with a die 7, and we've seen that you can put him on the cap with binos.
Well, let's jump into action and find out, Daki. We have Utopia on the red side attacking into DiNG on the blue side defending. Just to make things nice and simple, Utopia have blue camo, they're on the red side. DiNG have black and white camo on the blue side.
Well, they're boosting Murakar a little bit with the 430 towards the other side. Kuriz is going for the climb here, so apparently they're going to defend the rails, but Kuriz going up. One bad shot, which is Breakneck, is going to be spotting the other side, but he might back off as soon as Kuriz makes it to the top position. Breakneck.
Blind fire already there, just landing right beside Kuriz.
Yeah, that's a timing thing. You know, it also depends on where the RU turns to make his approach, and you know, 1 second off, 1 millisecond off is the difference between a full hit and just a splash. And a nice connection there from Bihu onto Ilian.
Kuriz, very, very lucky there. Certainly, I'd imagine quite a few DiNG players are not looking forward to playing against Papa Pavin right now in artillery.
If Positive makes this climb, the game is over, in my opinion.
He did it yesterday. We haven't shot here on Shockish, potentially. Positive should make it from here, Daki, yeah?
Yeah, he can still make it up, but that was too far to the left. He's spotted.
Spotted. Will he get away now is the danger. Mucka is spotted at the moment as well here. Positive did take a shot there, but it looks like he can get away safely. Will he have enough time to do it again, Daki? Can he get himself unspotted?
No, not with Muka in that position. I don't think he can try again with Muka playing over there. Unless somebody pins Muka down completely, it's unlikely.
He's going for it again. Positive's making a move to do it again. Is he up? He's pushed round over here. He comes now.
There's the quick way. This is not quick enough for it. He got up on this first part. It's recoverable from here.
He's rocking.
He needs to go. He needs to go forwards, backwards until he gets. Yeah, that's too far forwards. The thing is, with that position, if you go too far forwards, you slide over.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, Breakneck here trading with Rulizek and Kozoi. This is not going well in Breakneck's favour. He's taking a lot of damage, but no, he gets the kill on Rulizek there. Breakneck taking only actually 2 hits really from that and coming out on top.
Yeah, that was a good play there from Breakneck. It really worked out for him. They got a free kill there, and Positive is still not spotted going for this climb, so that will work out for him as well. Maybe the 3rd time's the charm.
There's Maraka moving forward in the IS-7. Positive looks like he's got up this time, Daki. He looks like he's perhaps in the same position he was the last couple of times. I guess perhaps the added danger of hoping that you don't get spotted is perhaps testing his nerves, but it looks like he is actually right up there now. As we see the viewpoint here from Colosoid covering the bottom area of the map, but no one from DiNG is taking that bait to come round that side.
I don't know if Positive made it up. We have to see if he finally did it on the 3rd try or not. That is the important part. He's still trying.
He's still rocking back and forward. If only Bihu knew he could get multiple shots into him.
He needs to rock forwards, backwards, and then wiggle pretty much. And he's not up high enough up right now. Needs to go a little bit higher and takes. This is not a big Positive.
No. Oh, it's a shot in frustration. He's angry. Oh, Positive. Maybe you can try again. He's spotted again. Will he take a hit?
Should.
Yep. Pulling away there. Oh, Papa Powan senses danger. Will Papa Powan connect? He's let go. Oh, Positive with the style factor on the handbrake turn. Not today, Papa Powan. Not today.
That was style points.
That was, that was rated 10 out of 10. Very nicely done. Shockish actually taking 137 damage there, Daki. Kramwagen, somebody shooting HE at him.
Muraka shooting HE at him to get some damage for your team. Because that's all he's done this round so far.
Hey, at least he's playing. At least he's playing. Papa Powan just looking for someone to shoot at Maraka actually with a dead driver. Quite common actually now on the IS-7, isn't it?
Yeah, very common that driver to die because, you know, he sits in the front. So he dies very, very often.
Especially if people are aiming at the front, Daki, correct?
So you're so smart.
Your observations, Daki. You're like, your analysis sometimes of the match is like, you always reveal these things that I don't know.
Thanks, man.
Feels weenus.
Nah, that's a dead meme.
It's a dead meme.
We haven't seen him for a while.
Okay, feels weenus. That's added to the blacklist then. Won't use that one anymore. Now, Muka taking a bit more damage there as well. We're looking for the viewpoint here of Hulknick. Now we're going to the bird's eye view, the aim view of Papapavin. Looking for someone in the middle. But there's no one. I mean, he was aiming right at Hulknick as well there, but nobody else had vision of him. I mean, if you're Utopia, Daki, how do you break through from this area? They're kind of pinned in at the moment.
Honestly, in this situation, they have like 95% lost. If Papapavin can get some magnificent arty hits.
Hulknick spotted. Papapavin lets fly, and it's a swing and a miss.
If Papapavin can get some monster hits, he needs at least one. Then it can work, but against the Kranwagen, who hasn't taken any damage, your i7 is going to bleed a lot, and DiNG have a hold. They have the eastern side under control as well. It's going to be very hard to break through this.
Maraka's going into facehug Shockish here, try and draw him out, so perhaps Biku can get some shots in as well, or perhaps force Shockish backwards so that artillery...
Shockish will just bait Maraka to come out as far as he wants and then make his own peak and give him those 4 shots. That's just it. You make the i7 peak very far and then you go aggressive.
Don't do this, Maraka. Don't do this. Don't take the bait. I have faith in you here, mate. Merry coming round as well. He's wanting to peek up over the rails to get shots at. Is this a good move from Merry, Daki?
Yeah, of course. He can provide crossfire on towards the position if they decide to push forwards, help Shockish out. Don't think Maraka will do much in this game.
Now, Hulknick here looking at the base. Utopia need to make a move and do something.
The only thing they can do is try to counter push a B line. Shockish takes a hit there from Maraka, but you know they have to try and counter push a B line at one point, and it's going to hurt really badly because look at Kuritz and look how much distance he has taken.
Now, Shockish has actually fired 2 shots there and only connected with 1 on Maraka. Now, Maraka shoots back and damages Shockish's viewport, but doesn't actually do any health pool damage. As Dynamo comes round here as well, he looks like to have. I mean, he doesn't know Merry's there. He stops. That was lucky. Nearly carried on over there. Has to be careful with Merry.
Can't really peek against that. Muka takes a hit as well. Merry now takes 1. He needs to back off, but still the threat of him being there is enough to make Utopia wonder what they can do. And look at it. DiNG, they're starting to surround. They're starting to enclose. Breakneck and Hookneck from the side. Kuritz from behind. And it's not looking good.
Kuritz putting additional pressure on artillery at the bottom there. Kuritz in the light tank. We see Alien pushing over here, being the first one to go over. Mertorius taking damage here. Alien took a truck ton of damage, but Maraka goes down for Utopia. Muka's taking a lot of damage for Utopia as well, but FC Dynamo goes down for Utopia. So they've lost an IS-7, they've lost a Batchat, and DiNG are in complete control at the moment. They've taken damage, but they have all 7 tanks available to them.
Yeah, you could just see when Utopia came close, DiNG just, you know, kind of figured out the positions and then surrounded them. It felt like they wanted them to come close. Papa gets the one shot of Kuritz, maybe? No. Nope.
Nope. Splashes him. Kuritz is able to finish him off now. All we have left is Biku in his Batchat with full health. Positive's climbing up there trying to get shots onto him as well.
Climbs are not his thing today.
Positive, no, he's just not making it. He's just right on the edge.
No, he made it, but he got tracked by Biku. So Biku's like, you want to take me alive? You have to come for me, boys.
Biku's going to do as much damage as he can before he goes down. He just misses that last one. Hulknick, can he get one into Kuritz? One more into Hulknick. Hulknick's surviving on 4 HP as Biku then shoots into Kuritz as well. He's on a reload. Who's going to charge up to try and get him? Breakneck only has 1 shot if he does this, though.
Yeah, 1 shot of damage. You should be happy with that.
Positive try now. Positive's got 3 shots he can take. Biku's just going to knock them off now. Nope. Next. Anyone else want to go up?
In the meantime pinging him 1 by 1. Like shot after shot. Kuritz is like, yo boys, my fancy points.
Come on, DiNG, you're defending. You can
Biku
just drive away and leave him.
Biku will reload by the time they get to him, by the way. Positive is like, at this point, he's angry. He's like,
he's angry, he wants to do it. Biku can just like block and push him. Yep, he tries to block and push him, but now Positive's up. He has 3 shots. Team damage there, or did he get shot in the back?
No, Meritorious shot him in the back.
Meritorious. Totally not needed.
Yeah, but DiNG full control in that round. After that, getting that initial pick on Rilezic in the middle road, the middle was covered off already. Utopia didn't want to rotate because they don't know if the tank's from DiNG. If there's somebody in the south, that becomes a risky rotation. They can't put Artie towards the east. They try and go for that desperate AP line play. As soon as they get spotted, DiNG counter-rotate around them, close them from all angles. And at that point, Koreans had already taken the south, so they knew there was nobody there. They knew all the tanks were there, and they saw the position, just surrounded it. Basic stuff from there.
Unfortunate there for Utopia. They started off well, but DiNG are starting to become a bit of comeback kings recently, especially after their performance yesterday.
Coming back from 1-0, can't really call that a comeback yet.
Well, I said after the performance from yesterday, coming back from 3-0 down to win 5 on the trot.
You'd say they're the ones that got
That's impressive.
I mean, it's still worse that Kazna came back against them than they come
back.
That's
true. That's true. They were 4-0 up against Kazna, so they know how to experience the crushing highs and the sweeping
again,
lows.
Decent performance from him. Shokish doing well this time, so no caster curse there.
Breakneck coming in second top is really good.
Yeah, but I just don't see Moraka here.
Well, you know, he came in. It was a tough game to come into, Daki. So I mean, I wouldn't hold too much against him there. It was a tough battle to come into. I'm sure he'll be on the second page.
He did 400 less damage in this game than the Deadson did in that entire Oops
I was going to say that's awesome. As long as I was going to ask you exactly how the Deadzone did. So in one battle, he's already more than half of what Deadzone did. So.
But I might have begged certain people to put Deadzone in for today's match.
That's crazy.
To make them play.
Can't believe you're doing that. Do you have Mailand? You don't have Mailand in your team, do you?
No, because certain people told me, Wojtek, in that case, or League admin, that he wouldn't be playing. And then yesterday we come to the conclusion he would be playing. He would
be playing, apparently. So we had a bit of an argument whether he plays or not. We don't know. It'll be interesting to find out. But I'm more interested in... Well, let's actually stay on topic here to Utopia DiNG. We'll leave Gunrunner Oops till it comes. It's going to be good fun. But now, 1-for-1 here on the first map. Now we're going to head into Mines. DiNG on Mines. I know how much chat loves me saying that. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm sure Mojo's probably saying it right now.
You sure it's love?
I don't know if it's love. Frustration, anger, hate, maybe. But I think it's love, to be honest.
I'd go for hate, honestly.
I'm going for love.
I'd go for hate.
Well, it's the weekend of love, Daki. You got to, take what you can get.
Weekend? Isn't it on Tuesday?
Don't you know you've got to give stuff this weekend?
Wait, what?
Wow, man, you're in real trouble now.
Wait,
you're in real trouble. Let's have a look at the lineups here, Daki, for Mines. Don't worry, your girlfriend's not going to be angry. Just focus here on the moment. Look at this. Double grill from Utopia.
And double grill on the defense. Probably one for the base, one for next to the rock. Yeah, and then the IS-4 can play under the hill, or you can play at the rock as well. It depends on where you want to put the gorillas, because IS-4 and IS-7 kind of says one under the hill and the other one perhaps on the 3 line. DiNG with the 11113, that's a standard pick for them. They've brought it multiple times at this point. They can go very aggressive with it. It's just to win the hill in the beginning.
Well, let's see if they can do that. It is 1-1 all squared here between Utopia and DiNG. We are going to Mines.
Mines, a small summertime map with lots of hills, rocks and other cover. The teams start the battle in the usual locations, but the base locations are different. One is located in the bottom part of the village and the other one is in the water. One of the key objectives is the center hill. That's why the teams will often select fast vehicles and tanks with strong turrets for cover.
Okay, now Utopia on the red side defending and DiNG on the blue side are attacking. I was going to say Daki on the blue side here.
I'm on the dark side.
Bihu going for the climb here. Makes
nice
it
style.
nice and easy.
We've seen this being failed by a lot of players.
Is he going all the way now?
No, he's just going to go behind the rock.
Positive makes the climb on the other side very nicely as well. And hill control for DiNG. Rulizek pushing up really far here, Daki.
Yeah, and he has also optics to try and spot that elevated position. And Muka there on the other side. But like we said, it's going to be a slow one.
It's going to be slow. Now, DiNG's lineup is a fairly heavy lineup, but it's not a very mobile lineup, is it, Daki?
Yeah, but let's go over this. This is the standard defense. So you have the IS-7 here. If he has some sort of spotting equipment, he can spot this climb. The climb over here, which a lot of teams make, he can completely destroy that one. You have the IS-4 here. Why IS-4 has a lot of armor. He can withstand the blind shots. And he can also spot because he has binos. He sees anybody crossing through here. So they get information if, for example, an RD goes there who tries to make the climb like this. Then you have the gorilla here. He's aimed usually in the beginning at this position here because a lot of teams like to get their TVP on here later on in the game, and he can make a connection on that. Then you have this gorilla over here, and he can also shoot this climb. He can also get a shot on there. So that's a lot of damage already. And RT in this area here, you might wonder why RT is here. Well, from here, he can hit both the cap, reset it, but he can also hit the climb. So you add multiple layers of defense onto that one. And then Bihu, last but not least, can control the hill and can also shoot if they ever manage to get into the base.
So, nicely set out defense there from Utopia. The question is, can DiNG break it? Are DiNG going to be able to make a move? As we see Muka taking the first shot of the battle here in his IS-4. There comes another one, actually, his way in his IS-4. He is spotted at the moment.
Yeah, he got spotted, and that's an issue for that IS-4, because now he's going to take a lot of damage. HG ammunition coming in. No surprise. He got spotted, and that's the issue, because now they know where he is, and it's going to come blind fire after blind fire. If they can keep him spotted, which they probably won't, but it gives away where he is. And Breakneck actually takes a massive amount of damage.
Breakneck peeking on the hill there. Looks like he got shot at by one of the grills. As he backs off, he had track damage and immediately repaired that. Muka now has a damaged track and a damaged
He got
viewport.
blind fired because this bush, I guess Utopia realized the only way Muka could be spotted is from this exact bush, and they put some nice blind fire in there.
And Alien's now in that position, and Alien's in the 113. You can see that on the minimap
No
at the moment.
damage, HG. Non-damaging HG shot. Koritz misses as well. Everything's focused around making Muka as low as they possibly can before they make their move, but there is to note that Positive made it up on the climb without getting spotted, so he might be able to do something from there. That's a nice connection from Koritz even, I think, or was it Shockish? 201, probably Shockish.
Positive going up in that area. Koritz now in position to potentially slam one into Muka's turret here, but the shot actually goes right past him from Shockish past the turret. If Koritz sees him, that T-49 could do potential massive damage, or could do not a lot.
The thing is, though, that Muka has optics, and Papapavin has reload.
Colozoid gets the kill on Koritz. One-shotted from where he was, way back yonder. Positive was spotted, and we saw Papa Palvin aiming at him at the moment, but Koritz was gone. He was removed from the planet there by Colozoid here, right back in the grill. What a fantastic shot.
Was that a blind shot? Where was Koritz even at that point in
Koritz
time?
was pretty much in front of Shockish, right beside him.
He didn't get ammo racked, so Koritz must have gotten spotted, because I'm looking at his tank right now. The turret is still on it, so he must have taken 2 shots, for at least.
Muka continuing to take damage here. Now he has a dead driver, he has a broken turret ring, along with his broken tracks and a broken viewport, so trying to move his turret is going to be more difficult for him as Shockish just continues to shoot into that area.
Is Shockish still shooting HG, or is it it's heat at this point? I think Shockish might have run out of HG ammunition, because he's now firing heat. You can see here Shockish is not even looking at what he's shooting. He put his crosshair there, shot it, and then was looking around other places. And you'll push up now, but they've done a nice amount of damage to Muka, though.
It's the danger here from where Shockish is, Decky. Can he be connected on from Arte?
Only if RD moves to K2, K3, which he's not. We have seen Papa Pavin in that area, actually, but he's not right now, so he won't be able to do that connection on towards the 113.
Okay, so we're looking at the viewpoint here from Dynamo, who's sitting on the map in the H4, H5 area at the moment. Covering across to where Shockish is. Shockish is spotted. Hulkneck, exactly where you said the TVP would be. Usually whenever Oops play, we see Mayland and a TVP sitting in the exact same area.
Yeah, it's just a standard position at this point, and question is, what is DiNG going to go for in this run? I mean, how are you going to approach it? Because their push has about 1 or 2 minutes left before it has to come, pretty much.
Papa Powen aiming here towards where Shockish is. I guess he's expecting someone to try and make that climb. He was aiming at the rock right beside it where a tank has to go up, and it's one of the first places where a tank gets slowed down as he goes over. As we see Shoku just trying to bait out any kind of shots from Breakneck, because Breakneck's lit. Hulkneck is shooting out blind fire at the moment, but he's not connecting with anyone.
And Breakneck has to be careful, because Papa Pavian is eyeing up the shot, and you never know with that guy. You never know. It was going to... Breakneck is going to back off, though, because he realizes he is open. They have 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. I mean, their push has to come out, and they are starting to gear up for that one. Slowly but surely, you can see the 113 from D5 will probably either go to D8 on that corner and push from there, or will go join Shockish from that position and push down the 9-0 line together to try and take down Muka and push the 1-1-3s first, obviously, because the Gorilla cannot penetrate that easily. I mean, it's still a connection if he hits it, but it's going to be harder because if he hits the turret, there's chances to bounce. If he hits the wrong part of the armor, he can go off as well. It's just better than standing in a bat shot. And in the meantime, when they do that, Positive might try to climb or Breakneck, but most likely it's going to be Positive because of the higher HP, the more chance to survive.
I was going to say, it looks like Positive is posturing for a climb. This could be bold. This could go really against him at the moment. Let's see if he makes it. The thing is how much damage is he going to take? Shockage takes a hit already. That might have distracted him a little bit. But no, look at the damage going out onto Positive already. He's already lost 1,000. He has lost his gunner as well. He is stuck in the middle, and it's just waiting on Papa Powin to shoot him. Papa is aiming. He hasn't shot at the moment. Positive might just disappear off the map in the moment. But let's listen into the team speak of DiNG and see if they're going to be able to get this one to go in their way.
ТВП, go here. Едь сюда на ТВП. Забей, вот Бату едет сюда сейчас. Бата едет сюда.
Арта когда? Арта когда?
Земку убивайте, дальше бежать.
Я ее заберу. Забираю.
3 секунды.
Бат когда? Захват надо сразу ставить.
Давайте, Бата в круг, а 112 дальше едь.
У меня 600 хп, там гриль стоит вот здесь.
Да похер, я
На
еду
респе.
дальше.
Я его убью.
Вон он.
Вон он.
20 секунд, наверное.
Шока, заедь в круг.
Сейчас.
Круг едьте, я буду
Смотрите, что
сделать.
Бат чтобы не приехал.
А после сколько у тебя?
Вот этими двумя пропушьте гриля, вот этими двумя гриля пропушьте. Прямо сейчас.
Я осветился, он меня видел.
Ты где он?
Дал пульку еще по грилю.
Позже надо вот этого убить.
Я Мэри помогаю.
Там, добери.
Арта КД.
Бат минус 2 вот это.
Я даю
Арта
пулю.
КД, арта все еще здесь. Почти.
Все
Плюс
хорошо, все хорошо.
Я даю
Вот
пулю.
это просто не дайте выйти, все.
Я когда?
Халк, вот этого надо убить тебе.
Видите, что он не
Объехал просто, и
зарандомил. Не зарандомил.
Так арта в КД еще.
Сколько бы давал еще раз?
всё. Или тебе надо... Вот этого, Илин, гок,
Слышишь?
блок, вот этот.
Нужно бата не пустить сюда просто.
Да его убьет Халк.
У меня еще
А
15
вот
секунд.
Вот это.
Едь на него, что боишься? Выставься.
Да я катаюсь.
На арту едьте, за артой едьте.
Я
Если он
думаю.
тебя убьет, он не проедет на сбитие. Алло, едь,
За артой.
говорю.
Вот это убейте, вот это убейте, вот
Я
это убейте.
Гуард, да.
Не сертами еще не будет.
А, стоп, захват.
Блять.
Минус
Арта
белый.
КД.
Papa Palvin and Shoku picking up kills here at the moment, Daki. It's not quite over as we thought.
Well, you can say that, but it pretty much is, because Positive's going to chase down Papa Pavian, and it's going to need a hero play from Shuku to win this round, because there's 42 seconds left on the base cap, and there's 45 seconds left on the round timer, which means that it should be no issues for DiNG to close out the round. Positive gets Papa Pavian, and now they know Shuku, he has to come from the hill.
Shoku coming from the hill. Alien facing off right now against him. Breakneck ready to get shot. Shoku has only one shot for the reset, but Positive is climbing up the other side of the hill. So Shoku, I mean, Positive can't die to one shot. Just how are you going to die, Shoku? Choose the which way. And it's going to be to Alien. That means DiNG have now picked this one up. First round to them. And DiNG are now ahead 2-1.
Very nice break of the defense there. Now we saw they came down the 9-0 as predicted with double 1-1-3, and it worked out beautifully. They got Muka, who was low HP, very quickly. And then focused 3 guns on towards Rulezik and the IS-7. They had Positive even putting 1 or 2 shots into Rulezik from that position with the damaged gunner. But damaged, well, dead.
Damaged gunner.
Dead gunner. Well, I mean, you could kind of say dead because you can heal him with the med pack. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, he's only
how-
damaged. He's
how,
not dead
how
yet,
dead
yeah.
is he really?
Yeah.
If you can revive him.
Just throw a med pack at him and he's alive
Exactly,
again.
so,
It's
you know,
brilliant.
damage. I'm
You
gonna
know?
stick with damage.
Realistic
Gonna
game.
gonna stick with damage. But yeah, they did a very nice break, and after that they still had a lot of time. Bihu couldn't do much, and then Artie couldn't do much either. And you can see Shokish here with a nice amount of damage. Caster Curse, it's not a thing.
Caster Curse doesn't exist. Positive coming in second there. Then we see Colozoid and Shoku for Utopia. Then Mary coming in for DiNG next in the 1-1-3. Then Bihu, then Alien. Now 3.3 from a 1-1-3. I mean, Shokish had a free farm effectively against the IS-4
Well, look at
for a
his
while.
shots fired as well. 32 shots, 1 kill. A lot of blind damage on towards the position from Muka, but then some great shots after as well. Papa Pavian not really having the effect on this round, 1,320. We've seen him do much, much more when they won
Yeah.
these defenses. And
I really thought he would eliminate eliminate Positive, but I guess at the same time, because DiNG were
Is it-
pushing, I mean, could it have been like send Positive up as a distraction and then push below and bait out the
No,
shots?
because they would always shoot at Positive no matter what. Even if they're in the faces, they'll probably try and kill Positive because they know if somebody gets that position, it becomes very hard to win
Yeah.
from that point on. So you always have to kill that guy. Papa Pavin maybe shot the 113s to make, because, you know, Muka was in trouble already because he took all that early damage, which, you know, was really a bad thing for them. Muka taking so much. Just didn't feel like they did enough damage on the tanks from DiNG pushing in. And by the way, Ryan,
I see
question
something.
question of the day. Did you see Maraka?
No, but he's still got a easy potential to do more damage than Dead Zone did yesterday. So as long as that happens and Dead Zone only plays in 2 matches, the pick will be worth it.
Yeah, it might be worth it indeed.
Now, I see something that might get other people excited. It's got me excited. It'll be interesting to see if it actually works for the team that's picked it. I'm looking forward to the lineup, Stacky, to be honest, because this is going to be something that I don't think I've saw before on Mines.
That's going to be
And,
curious. If you're excited, unless it's like... okay, what does it have to be to get you excited? We've seen Mouses, we've seen E100s, we've seen Fox, we've seen FPTDs.
Let's have a look, because I want to see your
I know what
reaction
it
to it
is.
as well.
There's 10 RT.
You looked at the screen.
Actually, I didn't. That's the only thing that's left to surprise, because we've seen everything else.
I've never seen one of these before. A Conqueror gun carriage from Utopia on attack.
Yeah, Conqueror GC, what to say about it? It's big, it's nasty, and it hurts. It stings when it hits.
You have one of these, don't you, Daki?
Yeah. I'm going to 3-mark it at one point.
You're going to 3-mark it?
Just kidding, stream. But yeah, it's an interesting tank. It's very long reload though, and it's very hard to make those connections. And the second thing is, playing against the GC, you don't play your standard defense. They have to take the hill pretty much. They're almost forced to take the hill.
Take the hill on defense. Well, they've got 3 Batchats, 2 Crown Wagons and supports, the Gorilla and the T49. This is going to be a hell of a challenge for DiNG. Let's see if they can do it. Daki, let's jump right into the battle. Now, DiNG are defending on the blue side and Utopia are attacking on the red side. Let's just see how much impact Papa Palvin can have in this Conqueror gun carriage.
It's going to be interesting. He's a very long reload, like we said. Positive's going to make the climb here, and then the question on how DiNG is going to play against it, because Utopia have still the better lineup for the hill. Colosoid does...
Shoku just did the same thing to support him there. Oh, Positive. Oh, no.
Double track.
He's dead.
Yes.
Good night, Sweet Prince, and rip fantasy points as Positive is the first casualty of this battle and gets eliminated because Utopia have control of the hill, and Alien now is getting jumped on by Shoku and Colozoid.
Yeah, but in the meantime, they lose Relezic and this counter from Utopia. You have to say it like it is, because they turned off the hill as soon as they saw nobody coming, and they're chasing down Alien. They might even get him, but in the meantime, they're going to lose Dynamo as well.
Alien is getting taken out at the moment as Breakneck gets the kill, and Dynamo's going to have to ram him for that last bit of kill, and he does. Now, Papa Powin, where are you at the moment? Hulknick taking a massive amount of damage as well on DiNG, and Utopia are still in control at the moment, but bear in mind they actually have 1 tank less effectively because they have that artillery piece.
So the HP is still very even, but I think at this point in time, let's listen how Utopia is going to close out this round.
У меня еще КД, релоуд 10.
Давай.
Я вообще да.
Штег.
Бьешь? Найс.
Бей. Давай.
Я под 49-ка, я да.
Уби.
Green.
Грин КД.
Я вам 5 секунд.
Я сес... Бата, помóżcie z Batą. Pomóżcie z...
Celuję na bato.
Licho, ubij sobie Kranwagena. Ubij.
Jak Kranwagena?
A, to kolesaj.
Pawian, ubijesz
Masz
Bata?
pulki?
Dobra.
Do przodu.
Biegaj, jeśli nie to ja uciekam.
Do przodu.
Grill KD.
Nice.
Grill KD.
And, well, Daki,
Well.
that was quite a decisive play there from Utopia.
Word of the day. Davai.
Davai, yes. Utopia, they wanted that kill, they wanted it, and they're going for it full on here.
Yeah, I mean, this entire strategy, they seem to be aware or have a great idea about what they was going to bring to the table. I mean, you got to say it like it is. They started the climbs, and then I guess when they saw that, you know, nobody was coming for it, they instantly dropped off. I guess it was on purpose here.
Yeah, perhaps they knew
yes,
where E-Lane
because
was,
they
yeah.
dropped off and they went straight to the eastern side,
Yep.
expecting somebody to play there, and they were very correct to catch E-Lane. Yes, they lost HP on the way. Yes, they lost Rulezik, who probably overplayed somewhere, because honestly, I don't know how he even died, because he was sitting under the hill. Probably overplayed. They lost Dynamo, but they had enough. They did enough in return to make it worthwhile. And that's the thing. That's what won them the game. I mean, they got those 2 early picks, especially the one on positive. Probably will hurt the DiNG a lot.
Yep. Colozoid picking up the final kill here. Biku killing himself as he throws himself off the end of the hill there. But we have a tie at the moment, 2-2. Teams are going hit for hit at the moment. And then we're about to go in now to Prokhorovka.
Question is, how much did the GC really do? How much did he really do?
I mean, he killed Breakneck, but you saw that coming as well. You said Breakneck's going to go down to artillery.
Oh, because I was looking where he was aiming.
And I mean, he was only on about, I think, 400 health.
RT was the only thing that could surprise us at this point. That or maybe T95.
T95 would have been crazy.
Because we've seen Fox there. But what else is there to pick? Type 5 heavies?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not a Type 5 heavy would be impressive for mines.
Don't tell this. Danny's probably watching.
Well, could be next patch. We'll probably see them. But let's have a look at the damage here. Colozoid coming out on top, then
Look at
Muka.
Koreeds though. Like, Muka and Colozoid have a nice amount of damage. Everything above 3k is considered as pretty carry performance, but
Shockish again as well.
At Koreeds, I'd say did much better than most of the players here.
Definitely. I mean,
2.2 is like equivalent of like 4k in a tier 10 or 5k in a tier 10 even.
Pendy shots there. Shockish, again, like you said, no caster curse. He's actually doing consistent damage again.
Yeah, but Positive and
Positive
Alien,
got wrecked, yeah. So did
Meritorious.
Rozek, Shoku. I mean, so many players got caught out and taken down so quickly at the start there. And that really, I mean, I was going to say it really swung it, but I mean, DiNG were down to Batchats, which are their main damage dealers in a match like this. So
arguably 2 of their best players as well.
yes, definitely.
So there's that to take into account when that happened. Rulezik, really, I think he just misplayed somewhere because he was sitting.
I think in the middle.
He was sitting to protect the entrance of the hill, and he just disappeared, which usually means you get caught out in the open by double Kranwagen, which is already impressive because the Kranwagen reload between the shots is pretty long. So if
there's maybe some crossfire there from Breakneck as well, because Breakneck was up quite high.
You wouldn't be able to hit him if Rulezik sat behind the rock, but you know, they still won because they had that early lead, and the early lead continued throughout the round. Papa even chimed in with a shot there. Yeah, the GC pick, interesting. He didn't really do much, but I guess the scare factor,
the fear factor, yeah.
The scare factor was enough to force DiNG into the reactions that Utopia was expecting.
It has quite a big radius, doesn't it? A big explosion radius.
Yeah, the splash is insane with premium ammo. You could be like on Prokhorovka, you're playing steps, and he'd probably still splash you. So.
Speaking of Prokhorovka, that's going to be our next map. You're expecting this one to go quite slow?
Yeah, both this team. I mean, they're both very tactical. They approach everything with information gain, so I don't expect any different. I might think this is good tiebreaker. Okay,
well, let's have a look at the lineups here for Prokhorovka and see who's bringing what. Now, Utopia going for quite a mixed bag. DiNG as well. I mean, they're anchored by 3 Batchats in each team, but I mean, other than, well, IS7, RU, so they don't have 2 tanks different here, actually.
Yeah, DiNG coming with their attacking lineup, which we saw them play last time as well against Go Hard it was, and it worked out for them. So, yeah, it's a strong lineup. But so is Utopia. So with that STRV I-75, you can hold the middle, you can hold the A8 position, and you can hold the 1-2 line, and it's very hard defense to break. I wonder if DiNG has found a solution to how to deal possibly with that STRV or how to deal possibly with that A8 trap.
I just hope they don't drive down that 1-2 line, to be honest. But, well, there's one way to find out. It's all square here between Utopia and DiNG at 2-2. Let's jump into Prokhorovka.
Prokhorovka, one of the first maps in the game. Teams start at the regular spawn points as they do in standard battles. Bases are separated from each other by the railway, so the defending team has to choose whether to send their vehicles to the left side, playing them in the centre, or to the right of the railway, occupying the hill and a part of the village. The attacking team usually attacks the first base. However, the teams often go for face-to-face confrontations, 7-on-7, in the hilly terrain at the centre. That's why both teams frequently use vehicles with good gun depression angles and sturdy turrets.
Good gun depression angles and sturdy turrets. That is not exactly what the 113 is known for. Now, DiNG here, blue side attacking. They're going up against Utopia, red side defending. And Daki, what a surprise. Muka's exactly where we expected him to be in that STRV.
Yeah, no surprise that the STRV is there. We saw or you will see in the video we made about how he can bounce there like a champion.
He's done a truck ton of damage in that position as well before with Utopia.
We've seen a lot of these SDRV players do a truck ton of damage. Froley, Annihilator, Mocha, Nexus. I mean, if you give the SDRV the chance to do the damage, he will. That's the thing. You know, if you give him that possibility, then he will do it.
Papapow in here scouting out the middle area. Just having a little peek over the rails and see if you can proxy spot anyone over there. Proxy spot being when you're close to someone enough to spot them, Daki, correct? You don't
Within
actually have
60
vision to
meters.
them. So we say that quite a lot of the time, but people not too familiar with the game might not understand that term. Mucka taking a aggressive position here, but it's going to be incredibly hard to spot him, isn't it?
Yes. That
Even in an
SDRV
open field.
SDRV has great camo. You pretty much have to bump into him before you see him, and then even then, he just goes out of siege mode and runs past you.
Runs past you or goes in reverse at full speed, because the tank can pretty much go as fast as it does forward and reverse at the same time.
Reminds you of the Crusader SP, you know, the British artillery, which is quicker in reverse than it is in forward.
Little fact about the tank: in real life it has 3 crew, and each of the crew members are able to drive it from different positions. So when you're driving it backwards, you basically have the commander facing backwards driving it.
Interesting.
It's a very unique tank for Sweden. Very special tank.
Sweden.
hmm
Crusader SP.
I'm talking about the S tank.
I was talking about the Crusader
Yeah,
SP.
I'm talking about the S
Oh,
tank here
okay.
having 3 crew members. Crusader, I don't know about. The only thing I do know for sure is
I was like, is he not talking about the Crusader or the SDRV? Because I was talking about the Crusader, and he goes like,
Yeah.
little fun fact about the tank. I'm like, okay, what's about
Sorry.
the Crusader?
Sorry, I do apologise. I was talking about the S tank.
Interesting.
When I said
you
Sweden,
know, when
you
I
had me confused.
when I see SDRV, I imagine Isna from Kazna crew driving 3 of them. Can you see Isna in front of you saying ut ut ut?
It's like when we used to have the Finnish teams always saying uli 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 all the time.
It didn't really
But-
work out for them.
That was then, this is now, as Mojo would say, and Positive is actually making a claim on the right-hand side, and he has a battle buddy with him in Breakneck coming up to
It's
support
something
him.
similar to what DiNG did last time. Last time they actually had 2 heavy tanks up there. There was Breakneck and there was Shokish and Hooknik as well, and then they tried to figure out where Gohard was. Now they have a little bit more information because Koreans did take some damage, which kind of, you know, telltales where the enemy is. Last time when they played this against Gohard, Gohard gave him no information whatsoever. This time they know a little bit of the positions, which, you know, certain positions like spotting Dynamo, that tells you a lot. It tells you, okay, he cannot be alone. You don't leave a heavy tank alone by himself.
And if you're watching the minimap all the time, you're watching Papa Pow and just do this circle non-stop all the time. That's to see if anyone heads over to base 2, because at the moment, Utopia have a great defensive line set up for the number 1 base, but if DiNG were to go to 2 base on force, Utopia might have a hard time coming back to them. Papa Powan just constantly going round like a merry-go-round here.
Well, you know Papa Pavian. He's going to drive around and drive around. Then if he finds Koritz, he'll probably chase him down.
Probably run after him, yeah. I mean, Koritz has taken damage, so Papa Powan will favour that. Going over will be bold. I mean, he knows he's there. He knows he's taking damage. Positive now actually coming back to the rails, Daki. You can see on the bottom of the minimap there.
It'll be interesting to see what DiNG's next move is going to be, because everything from Utopia is centered around that 1-2 line push. You can see the 3 Batras there waiting in the bushes. With the I-7, with the E5, everything is focused to shutting down a 1-2 line push, but I just don't think DiNG is going to fall for it. With Breakneck over here, if he realizes there's nobody there, then they will take quick eastern side control.
I really hope they don't go for the 1-2 line push. I mean, so many teams try to do it. They park
It is
that.
going to be the 1-2 line push right
There's
now.
Alien already lined up behind Shokish.
Yes, the way it looks like is going to push the I-7 first, and it's going to be an absolute disaster.
If they can break it, they'll be the first team to do it, but I doubt it. Every time this happens, I mean, what happens now? Daki, explain this one, basically what we're going to see here.
Choo-choo train. Bad shots behind IS-7s, but they've actually backed off. So, like, they're just sitting ready for it, but I just don't know if they're going to go for it. That's the question. You never know with DiNG. Sometimes they look to set up for something, and then they just do something completely different.
Less than 5 minutes on the clock. It's DiNG on the attack.
Okay, now they're going to go for it.
This is going to hurt. All it needs is Shokish to be tracked, doesn't it? And then everything's gone wrong.
Actually, oh, this bait from DiNG, this bait, it's great. Raid 8 out of 8 made. They get Breakneck spotted on the eastern side. Now Utopia is like, they're coming, boys. They're going east. And
Oh,
gets set on
Maraka,
fire.
no! Maraka on fire here, no extinguisher. He's going to burn for a lot of damage here.
It's going to be a clash
he only
in the
took
1-2 line.
fuel tank damage, but he was lucky there. Nothing else happened. Now DiNG have the gun line, and it's Utopia who have taken the bait, and their tactic is now going against them as DiNG and Utopia are trading shots. Look at the damage Mertorius is taking, though. He's down to 1 shot, 161 health. Hulknick is the next one being focused at the moment, but in return, Papa Powen is nearly dead. Colosoid is dropped already for Utopia, and Utopia are getting outbaited at the moment by DiNG, but they still have so much HP to trade with.
Yeah, great stuff there from DiNG. I don't know if they planned it like that, but Utopia saw one thing, expected that it was the eastern play from DiNG, but it wasn't. They just spotted the 1-1-3, and it was enough to force the rotation. Maraka got set on fire. He's still alive, but I think DiNG is in a great position now because they can go back towards the eastern side and start the cap on the number 2 base. Elian to lock it off, and if they spot anybody, they'll just counter push.
Elian and Kritz have already gone over to join the Breakneck here. They have complete control on the east side of the map where the number 2 base is. And you can see Rulezek and Bichu trying to rotate around the top of the map as well. They know they need to get to that top railroad quickly because DiNG can start that base 2 cap and they won't be in a position to be able to do anything at the moment. Now, Utopia don't have as much HP as DiNG, and they have less tanks as well, as Maraka goes down here to Hulknick. So that is 4 tanks to 7. Guns in the game, Daki. I mean, DiNG are sitting pretty at the moment.
Yeah, but it's tough to deal with the STRV, and Muka has great angles onto Positive and Elian. And they can't actually shoot back right now, and he's going to do a ton of damage before they even figure it out, but they still have the guns, and it should still work out for DiNG.
Muka on a free damage farm here as another push comes in for DiNG as Shockish is leading the charge at the moment. Elian clipping out into Dynamo. He picks up that kill as Muka picks up the kill on Shockish. But look at Positive ramming speed. Muka is down in an instant, Daki. And now we only have Bichu and Rulezek left for Utopia.
And we talked about the weakness of the STRV. You could see it there. They had a little bit of sight to shoot at. He was in an elevated position, so they could shoot down onto the top of the tank, and it didn't work out whatsoever. Now, Bichu and Rulezek versus 5 tanks from DiNG. They might be low, some of them, but it's not enough. They're not low enough, pretty much.
Positive not holding back here. He's going after Bichu. Doesn't really have the health to trade for it at the moment. As Hulknick's coming over here with the grill, might get a big connection into the face of Bichu as Alien sneaks around the back as well. Bichu is in between a rock and a hard place. He picks up the kill on Hulknick. He could potentially pick up the kill on Positive, but Alien is not going to let him do that. Alien still has plenty of shots left as we see Breakneck trading with Rulezek on the other side of the map and picking up that kill. And there we have it. DiNG picking up the win against Utopia and baiting Utopia into the trap that Utopia tried to have set for DiNG.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think DiNG planned it as that because it looked like they wanted to, what they wanted to do is fake out Breakneck going eastern side and then make the train with the I-7 and push it down 1-2 line to surprise anybody left behind. And then Breakneck would probably swing over the rails, take some damage, but they have 1-2 line control. It's a fake to try and get them to do rotations, and instead Utopia went for the 1-2 line rotation, which is probably not really what DiNG expected. They probably expected them to go eastern side and start a defensive hold and get the RU to spot 1-2 line or something. But it worked out beautifully for them, and I think the timing, you know, if they started moving, there would have been a head-on engagement in 1-2 line.
Yeah, it would have been a crazy fight, but they were lucky they got caught just as they were about to do their own push, and it worked out in their favour. I mean, they took a lot of damage for it, but they still had all their guns available to them at the end of the fight. Hulknick there, massive damage coming out on the Gorilla 15.
Yeah, really nice shots there on the grill. Got a lot of damage onto Maraka as well. And Maraka not to be found on this first page here.
Yep, well, as long as he gets over 500 damage, I'm happy. Now, Bichu and Alien both doing about 3k damage in the back chats. Look at the difference in shots fired,
We always talk about Bichu and Alien. Alien did some blind shots probably in the beginning. We always talk about them. Consistency is a big factor for both these players. Ryan, Deadzone still has 2 more matches, so don't forget about that.
I know. I mean,
so
hey, it's okay. It's okay, don't worry.
Yeah, Alien and Bichu very, very consistent throughout all their matches so far. There's a reason why they're in those top positions.
Colosoid, man.
Colosoid was the first one to be spotted. So he fired, got spotted, and got wrecked. And yeah, that was the end of his story in this round on Prokhorovka. And now they have to actually win on the attack, not to go 4-2 down here against DiNG.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a revitalised DiNG at the moment. If they're able to pick this one up, that puts them on a 4-win streak.
Or if they pick up the next 2 rounds.
Yep. And it was Gohard were the ones who had the previous streak, and that was ended by DiNG yesterday. So, you know, this league is still wide open and still really difficult to predict who's going to take points off who.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I think it will start becoming more predictable towards the end of the season when we see those rankings and kind of can measure the teams against each other. Like, this team is good against this team because in round robin 1 and 2, they've lost twice against them, for example.
Yeah.
So we'll see that. And teams are getting more and more in the positions where they belong, so it becomes more predictable. I think this, if DiNG pick up the next round, 4-2.
4-2, I think, is probably,
I think it's going to be very hard for Utopia to come back from that one.
It'll be, yeah, I certainly will go in their favour. Now, teams are going to reverse positions, obviously. We're going to see DiNG on the defence. We're going to see Utopia on the attack. Do you think DiNG's going to play similar to what Utopia just did?
Yeah, they'll probably play with an S3RV of their own. Probably no surprise there. And Utopia, they like a gorilla, and they like multiple TDs even, so they might play even with more than just one.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the lineups, Daki, and see if your predictions are correct here. You've got the STRV correctly there as well, so both teams actually taking one.
Yeah. Utopia seems to like those TDs very, very much, and we have seen them play with Gorilla and STRV before, so that was an easy pick because they've played it in the past. Double TD for them, no surprise. Can work out. It can work out. Keep that in mind. It's just a little bit harder to maneuver around with a secondary TD because he also needs to siege up. So you have less frontline tanks, but they just need to hold on. That's it, to make a match point.
Yep, for Utopia, it'll be Mucka again and the S-Tank for their team. And on the other team, it'll be Hulknik, who just previously played the grill for DiNG. So let's jump into the battle. DiNG currently leading Utopia 3-2. Can DiNG make it 4-2, or will Utopia bring it back to 3-3? Well, let's find out right now, because everyone's ready to go for round 2 here on Prokhorovka. Utopia red side are attacking up against DiNG on the blue side defending.
And DiNG just going for a standard opening here. They're putting their E5 into the 1-2 line, which is now starting to become more and more standard meta to put your heavy tank there as well, because he is hard to deal with. Breakneck is coming for the middle spot here. He's going very aggressive. He might actually catch out Papa Pavian if he goes for it.
Papa Pawan doesn't have any additional cover there. Breakneck realizes there's no additional cover. How many shots can he get into Papa Pawan here?
2.
1, easily connected. 2, can he get a third? Nope, Papa Pawan is over that rails. Nice initial damage from Breakneck to push back Papa Pawan, and that's actually also vital for DiNG for just map control. Whoa, what happened there?
Shokish killed Papa Pavian from the middle. He was still spotted when trying to drive away. Shokish got the connection. Great stuff there from DiNG, and that is bad for Utopia. Really, really bad. Losing that to Raid. Kuritz is on the eastern side, and now DiNG, all they have to do is set up in the 1-2 line. Wait longer. Wait a little bit more, and then wait until the final push comes in from Utopia, because if Utopia goes anywhere else than 1-2 line, Kuritz will spot it. And now DiNG has this complete match under control. Honestly, there's very little Utopia can do, because if they rotate east, DiNG will play aggressive 1-2 and take control over that. I don't really see a way out here for Utopia right now. I mean,
I literally took my eyes off the screen for a moment there to look down at my paperwork, looked back in at you tapping the screen that said Shokish killed Papa Pavan. Totally missed it. Happened so quickly. But yeah, Utopia, it's going to be difficult for them to get a move here, Decky, isn't it?
It is going to be difficult for them to get a move indeed. When they have so many TDs as well, that rotations become a real issue. Honestly, like, in this situation, they could try a 1-2 line push, but it's not really going to work out. So you have to say it as it is. I just don't know if there's actually anything that will save them, because DiNG is that kind of team that can set up that crossfire. And the thing is, they can't go anywhere without being spotted, and it's the main concern, because DiNG will just rotate based on what they see.
That was the very next question I was going to ask you, is how can Utopia come forward from this? But
honestly, they have very little chance to win this. I ain't give them none. I just give them a chance because they still have 6 tanks. But I think they've lost this round, and I think DiNG is in prime position. If Utopia rotate towards the eastern side, DiNG will probably either take very quick 1-2 line control or just rotate towards the east. Kuritz will see exactly how many tanks are coming there, Shokish is still in the middle. He will spot who rotates over from the heavy tanks. And then when Kurit sees the info, he'll decide, okay, we'll go here and we cut them off, or we push 1-2 line. It's just the information game, and it's completely in favor of DiNG.
It looks like...
Oh.
Oh! Was that a blind shot?
Yes.
Wow. Right beside him. That was so close. I was just going to say, it looks like a rotation now coming out from Utopia. They're going to perhaps drive across to the rails. Maraka was testing that area at the moment. I mean, he's spotted out with Shokish, but he won't know that Kreitz is over there, as Dynamo does a blind shot himself. Do they suspect Kreitz from being up in that bush area, Daki? I mean, they're taking blind shots at the moment.
They do suspect it. They are trying to shoot towards Kuritz's position, but they're very far away. I don't even know if the shells can reach that far, because you do know after a certain distance the shells disappear. Not exactly how much meters it is, but after a certain distance they disappear, that's for sure. That's what I do know.
I mean, you can see from the tracer line here that it fades from blue to white. I don't know how telling that is, if that's part of the mod. So we can see right now from the laser lines where teams are aiming. I'm actually looking at a different screen here, dude. We can see it now actually on the main screen. That lets us see, we can tab into it just to see where teams are aiming to help as a visual aid for the matches here. I know some people in chat might joke and say, ha, hacks! But how come you're not complaining about seeing both teams on the minimap when you do that? Come on, chat, get with it.
Yeah, they tried to blind fire towards Kuritz, and honestly I think the shells disappear.
Point to note for chat, if you're taking part in Quest, please remember all you need to do is follow Nightbot's commands. You don't need to type anything in chat. So stop typing tank names or stop typing raffle or anything like that. Just do what Nightbot tells you and enjoy the matches. They're very passive at the moment, Daki. Do you think?
Raka's just trying to spot here, and Shokish might pick over and actually give him some damage for that. Now Utopia is going to start that rotation, but Kuritz will still spot it out because none of the blind shots actually connected towards his position because it's too far away. And that will definitely force reaction from DiNG. Kuritz might just fall back and they might just stay in the passive hold because they know they have the advantage, but they might react. That's up to them completely.
Breakneck, you can see at the top right-hand corner of the minimap making a move there as well. Now, at what point does the rest of DiNG move as well, Daki? I mean, are DiNG just going to happily run out the clock for this round?
They're blind shooting Kuritz though.
A shot connected there.
Kuritz now he knows he can run away because the batch shots crossed over. They can't spot him. He's going to get the heck out of there, reposition. And DiNG knows. They've seen Maraka, they've seen Colossoid, they've seen another batch shot. Muka blind fire towards Kuritz. They know, they have all the information they need. Like, look at them, they're already abandoning 1-2 line because they know there's nobody there.
Coming here over at the moment, they're just going to push Utopia back down into that corner, and that's going to be the beginning of the end for Utopia on this round. DiNG likely to go ahead 4-2 here, but we have seen some spectacular throws in other matches, so, I mean, it's not all done and dusted yet, but it's looking to be very, very tough for Utopia.
I envy your optimism, Ryan, because I don't think there's any way out of this round, even.
There's two ways to look at it. Well, there's actually three ways, Daki. You know, the optimist sees the glass half full, the pessimist sees the glass half empty, and the Scotsman wants to know who's been drinking his whiskey.
The original joke was better.
Well, Daki, with my materials in your face, we could probably go really far in comedy.
More like radio.
Well, yep, you've definitely got a face for radio, Daki, that's for sure.
Well, the both of us.
Now, Maraka
I had a great comeback for that one. You're lucky. You're lucky we're on stream. Because
the worst comebacks are the best comebacks, Daki, the ones we can't tell.
Kuritz got spotted there. I mean, there is still a chance here for Utopia because they have a lot of HP available. We can see how DiNG has encircled the entirety of Utopia. They are spotted wherever they go. Whenever they make a peek, they're spotted. And it's just not going to work out for them. I mean, you got to say it like it is. Sometimes, you know, that opening, which they lost, which was losing Papa Pavian, really cost them in the long run. And you can see it now. They don't have that RU to scout, and they're just taking damage everywhere.
Meri taking a shot there as he pokes over. Rulazek now the one being focused here. For Utopia, he's down to half health in his 1-1-3 as he sits on the cap circle, but DiNG are not going to worry too much about that. Maraka is pushing really aggressive here in his IS-7, going up against Hulkinic in the S-Tank. Alien taking a lot of damage as well for DiNG. Now they're about to lose Karitz. He's left on 22 health at the moment, but Mary picking up the kill on Ruzek there. Now Maraka pushing Hulkinic, trying to tip him perhaps, Dak. He's in siege mode. He needs to come out of it. Maraka might actually tip him right over here. Onto the top of him, nope.
That's the weakness of the S-Tank. When a tank gets close to you, you can't really do much about it. Maraka getting a fair amount of damage there, but that was just, you know, a little bit of a show because the rest of the tanks from Utopia were going down. In the meantime, they have 3 left standing where DiNG has 5. So losing the S-Tank for 3 tanks in return, not a bad trade.
Yep, all the health for Utopia at the moment on FC Dynamo. He's in the gorilla. He is doing a lot of damage before he goes down, but now Breakneck can clip into him as Dynamo's trying to use the buildings for cover, but nope. Shockish looks like he wants to go for a ram kill here. Bit of style points. Not enough. Shockish not fast enough, not heavy enough there as Dynamo still gets off a parting shot before he goes. Biku getting the kill on Breakneck, and DiNG are going to win this one, but I mean, it's not over yet. Certainly Maraka and Biku are going down swinging and doing as much damage as they can before they go.
Yeah, Maraka might actually get a decent amount of damage out of this round. Biku on the other hand won't do much more anymore. Shockish
again looking for the ram kill here.
He
Shockish is on a mission.
He has a dead driver at this point. Can he get it? Oh,
no, denied as Mary picks up the kill there on Biku, and DiNG
penalty points.
Now in the driver's seat here, 4-2 and match point.
They were in the driver's seat that entire round.
Yeah, but now for sure they have the match point.
You could see Breakneck there. That's the sometimes the telltale of a great player. He sees Papa Pav and he's like, is he alone? Yeah, he is alone.
Yeah, I'm just going to go for it, yeah. Nicely done. So teams both won, both won the defensive round on steps, then they both won the attacking round on mines.
And now Prokhorovka went completely for DiNG.
All in DiNG's favour.
Puts us on match point here with Himmelsdorf being next map.
It's got a tough call. We have seen DiNG. I mean, was it against Gohard? He did that lovely swift cap, and Gohard were in no position whatsoever.
Yep, that was against Gohard with the mouse and the tier 9 Waffen trigger.
Yep, they were in no position whatsoever to counter it, and it was like barely any damage done that round as well. It was very nicely done. Shockish coming out top damager, I7, nearly 4k damage, and he gets 3 kills, Daki. He is starting to become Mr. Reliable for DiNG at the moment.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well, and he got a fair amount of damage throughout that round. He actually was the one that killed Papa Pavian. So there's that to take into account as well. Dynamo, Breakneck, also up there. Actually not such bad damages on the first page here. Maraka being the last one. Don't smile at me like that. He only played a few rounds.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just think it's cool that he did more damage in one battle than what Deadzone did yesterday in all his battles.
That's just bad manners, you know.
Hey, it was you that brought it up to start with, you know.
Yeah, but I didn't continue it. It realized they can pop up Avian 0 damage.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for both of them. I mean, the 1-1-3, it's... Realizic is not really having a great game at all here. He's not been a lot on the first page, I don't think, at all. Papa Powin, I mean, he's been playing artillery, he's been playing scouts.
There's not much he can do if he's told to make a spotting run like that, and there's a bad shot that is like...
You can't do anything.
A bad shot that is...
Especially Breakneck is like one of the worst people in a bat chat you'd want to face off against in that situation.
I think any bad shot at that point would have gotten 2 shots into Papa Pavin. I mean, he kind of has to run in a straight line. He doesn't. If he doesn't run in a straight line, you get 3 shots on him. So it's better to just take the 2 shots and to get out, than to risk, you know, trying to dodge and take 2 shots anyways.
Yeah,
so.
And it's a shame because he probably thought, okay, I'm safe, and then Shockish is like...
He could have tried to jump the rails.
Full speed. Yeah, he could have tried to go on midway. Bold if it had worked, but he still could have got shot at by Shockish.
He'd be alive.
True. Could have been a different match? Not really, because he's already out of position.
And Himmelsdorf, I just don't know. I mean, stats, Utopia is not a good Himmelsdorf team, honestly. Like, they have 17% on the attack. If now Utopia has to attack, it's over. If they have to defend, then their fate might get extended by 1 more round. But they are going to be defending first, so... Maybe. 4-3, 5-3.
Let's have a look at the lineups and see the vehicles being used from each tank here at the moment. It looks like pretty standard picks from both sides as well, Daki. Nothing fancy here.
Yeah, pretty
Although
standard. Pretty
Utopia
standard.
do have a mix, and they do have an E3 in there as well, so they're going
Yeah,
2 TDs.
We've seen E3 a little bit already into the season with binoculars, playing on that D line, spotting the crossing, spotting the hill, doing damage, and can sit there reliably because of the armor. The only thing really working against him is a gorilla, and we have seen Positive do magical things in his gorilla against Gohart, making their making their FETD a one-shot before the game even pretty much started. That was magical. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, but I don't think DiNG is going to fall for this E3 anymore. I mean, if you see the E3, a lot of teams just go back over the hill and rotate from there.
Oh, DiNG have played against E3s a lot before when it was a kind of previous meta. You always had the E3s, you know, in that window area and stuff when they were defending. So I'm pretty confident. I think DiNG are going to take this one. I think it's going to be 5-2 for DiNG, and they're going to get a nice little win streak here.
Brave call, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Very brave.
Do you want to bet a bow tie on it?
No.
Okay then. Well, let's jump into our third map of the day. Actually, no, our fourth map of the day is going to be Himmelsdorf.
Himmelsdorf, a small city map. The teams start the battle in opposite corners. Both bases are located close to each other, but in a way that you can't stay on the defensive all the time. The main attack routes pass through the hill, the alley and the railroad. But in general, the attack can be successfully executed through any part of the map. Heavy tanks and tank destroyers with powerful guns run the show here. However, a lot depends on the mobile light tanks.
Let's just have a moment's silence for our fallen waffles. Okay, that's down. Now, DiNG on the attack on the blue side, Utopia on the defense on the red side, Waffle being the Waffle... Was it Waffle Panzer?
Waffle taken off, T100.
Yeah, an old tank that was removed because it was rather broken and overpowered.
I think it was perfectly balanced.
Just like artillery.
Exactly.
Yep, artillery's fair and balanced, and it's highly skilled vehicle to use in game.
Yeah, you might actually be good in it as well.
I could try, yeah, I could try.
To be
Play one-handed. There's actually a video of me playing yesterday. Not yesterday, I was playing artillery to Coldplay. Travis, why does it always rain on me? And I'm sitting one-handed with the chin in the other hand. Then I realised what I was doing. One-handed play artillery. But
such a story.
It's an amazing story.
Wow.
Story time with Hector, ladies and gentlemen. Just, you know, sorry to any Arty players out there, but...
In the meantime, the stream's like Resident Sleeper.
Just gone down. Resident Sleeper right now. Viewers dropped. Now, Eileen, Bihu facing off against each other here. Eileen gets a shot. Misses. Bihu gets... Actually, still reloading at the moment. Achtung!
Whoa. Achtung, halt, Zutritt verboten. I guess that means entrance forbidden.
Possibly. It doesn't mean engine damaged, because what is engine damaged, Daki?
Motor kaputt.
Very good. Very good. Wunderbar, Daki. Wunderbar.
Dankeschön.
Bitteschön. Now, let's see. Breakneck shooting a Maraca. Colozoid taking a little hit there. 125 HE from Positive.
Shokesh, you jinx them, man. Like, look at it. Dead gunner. He's not going to hit much.
Dead gunner already. Dead gunner on a 113 that already has a rubbish accuracy. Caster Curse is in effect.
Positive needs to play it careful here on the hill. We have seen Gorillas get severely punished for trying to play up there. And, I mean, let me check. Oh, he's on your team. He can overextend.
Colozoid there just missing against
I hope Colozoid
Shokish.
HGs him.
As Maraca's taking a shot as well here at the moment. Now, Creates up on the hill, Positive up. We're looking for the viewpoint here of Maraca where you can see all of the DiNG tanks lined up opposite against him. He has a small window, a wreckage stroke rubble window that he can peek through Maraca, but it also means that he can take shots back. He has to be careful because Positive can connect with him and it will hurt if the grill connects with a shot from that distance.
Yeah, Positive currently trying to connect some more HG shots onto the E3, perhaps trying to do some module damage, trying to knock out the gun of some sort. I mean, there's the potential for that always. But he still has to be careful. He's going to go for the shot here again. He has
Colozoid just got ammo racked.
Colozoid got ammo racked with HG?
Not ammo racked, ammo damaged, ammo rack damage.
Colozoid?
Is that a loader?
That's a loader,
It's a loader. My bad. My bad.
Ryan, how to distinguish? Amarak is a yellow or orange, the slight colored icon, and this is a red.
It's vertical and horizontal is actually the difference as well. I always get the two mixed up.
The color is the biggest telltale.
Oh, his loader is damaged.
if he bends this, which he's not, it's like the cupola of the E3. It kind of seems like this is a weak
It's a
spot,
draw, yes,
but it's not.
Yeah,
Like you might bend it,
it's a
but
bait.
most of the time you won't.
It's a troll target on the tank.
Nice
Colosoid,
HE
actually,
damage
yep,
though.
HE damage well. Now he's got a dead commander, so he doesn't have a health pack on his E3, and he's slowly losing crew members.
He doesn't even know when he's spotted at this point in time. So he's going to have to back off, and it's going to be very annoying losing this amount of crew members.
There's a push coming up here from DiNG along the banana road as we see Baraka's taking a little bit of damage there on Utopia, and Dynamo took a little bit of damage as well. Now Hulknik's going to pass this area. The E3 has backed off, and looks like DiNG are getting set up to make a move here, Daki. They're posturing at the moment.
Yeah, they have taken the hill. They have come over the hill. No damage on towards Meritorious even, and now the cap has started, and they are in a very good position to close out this round. Utopia has to rotate, has to make the plays, and DiNG managed to get through the 8 line even because of pushing Colosoid back. So A, B, C, D working out for DiNG really well. Now they just have to close it with X, Y, and Z.
Yep, they have the control at the moment. Papa Pavin and Bihu are going to run up the hill at the moment. Now Breakneck is actually sitting in that position. He will be able to spot them coming round. So at what point did DiNG just say, like, stuff it guys, let's put 3 on the cap? Right now?
No, they actually won't, because Shock is just spotting the D line. Even if Break spots those 2 guys, then they kind of know. Then they know that everybody's coming to the AB line. They're just going to hold the corner, and Breakneck might actually get surprised
I was
here
going
by
to say,
Biku.
where does Breakneck go? Because he's not actually facing that road.
Actually,
He's going to
his
get caught
timing
out.
is beautiful.
He sees them, but I don't think Break's going to get away safely here. Dynamo clipping into him. Breakneck is caught. Breakneck's going to go down here to Biku and Papa Pawin. Rip fantasy points. Who's going to get the kill? It's going to be Biku as they carry on at the moment. Now DiNG have lost the tank. Positive's taking a lot of damage now as well. We're down to 8 seconds. The push round, there's a reset, but all the points are on the tank that's remaining round the corner on Karitz, I believe it is. Now Positive's moving off the hill. He has the 2 tanks from Utopia coming around after him. DiNG need to get this one over. They need to push these tanks back and need to start getting kills at the moment vitally as well, Daki.
Yeah, but they still have the cap going, and Papa Pavin didn't get the reset either. 6 seconds, and finally they get the reset onto Karitz, and DiNG put almost everything on that. They are still getting a nice amount of damage and kills. Zillion is actually alive, but Muka has all the HP in the grill, and DiNG is kind of enclosed here in the crossfire.
DiNG are surrounded by the tanks of Utopia, and what looked like a good move at the start is now going against them. Papa Pawin just causing absolute chaos for Positive. He doesn't have a 360 turret rotation, can't get round behind Papa Pawin. He does finally pick up the kill at the moment, but Papa Pawin held him up for so long and held his gun out of the battle at the moment. Just look at the HP left on all these DiNG tanks. They're all effectively on one-shots.
Yeah, but they have gun in the game, which is a big factor. Finally, they lose Shockers. Muka took a lot of damage for that, though. They get Hulknik as well, and now it has swung into Utopia's favor by far. Positive, he can get Bihu. Well, actually, that's a big difference, because the gorilla from DiNG stays alive now. 750 Alpha, Colosoid is a 2-shot, Muka is a 1-shot, Rulezik, high roll potential there. And if Karitz can start bullying from the 5 line, this round is not over, no matter how low the HP from DiNG is.
Colosoid getting drawn backwards as well. I think he's worried about the flank from Karitz. Now he has a dead commander and he has a dead loader as well. So Karitz has spotted him, but he can't spot Karitz in return. And Karitz can basically just bait him and just pull him away.
Karitz doesn't realize right now that he's not spotted. He should.
Will Karitz know he has 2 dead crew members with the crew skill?
Yeah, you have the Eagle View, I think it's called.
Sneaky Eagle Eye. Sneaky
Eagle
shot
Eye, yeah,
there into Colosoid at the front there, penetrating
I don't use it on any of my tanks, but what Karitz should do now is flank all the way through 1 line. I don't know if he shouldn't touch the cap here. He shouldn't touch the cap, because that is a giveaway. That's like saying, you know...
He's going to have to do it here.
No,
it didn't get fully in. Yep.
Now he just needs to connect onto Muka, and Muka needs to get safe from Karitz. That's the thing. Now, Karitz can start possibly finding an angle towards Muka, make it very annoying for him to do anything. Rulezik here needs to be careful.
Positive's moving down the banana road as well. Perhaps he's thinking he can get a shot into the back of Rulezik or even into Colosoid. I guess Colosoid's going to be aiming south on that 5 line, and Rulezik's going to be aiming north at the moment.
Alien.
Oh, Alien.
The timing.
Aliens get caught by Rulezik. Rulezik gets the shot in on the Alien. Alien doesn't get a shot into Muka. That is not good play for Alien. He's really in a dangerous position at the moment. Rulezik's going to peek again when he's off reloads.
Thing is, Rulezik is
Nice from Alien, 420. No fire. Kolozoid taking a big hit there from Positive as well. Kolozoid not knowing he's spotted, but in return, Positive gets spotted. Now Muka finds Kuritz.
What was Kuritz even looking at? That's the
Kuritz
question.
wasn't even paying attention to that, perhaps giving his team orders as Alien gets another shot there into Kolozoid. Alien and Positive, what can you do
Positive
here?
is unspotted because of the commander being dead from Kolozoid. Now Positive will realize that Kolozoid is not spotting him. He realizes he can get the shot here.
Rocking back and forth. No! It doesn't penetrate the front armor of the E3. A horrible tank to shoot at sometimes because of that frontal armor. Now, Alien, what can he do? He's got 2 shots. He can't risk reloading at the moment, Daki. But no matter which side he looks at, he has the danger of the tank popping out the other side.
Positive has to kind of make the play now. He needs to go kill Muka. Muka realizes this. Alien needs to go play against Muka a little bit, but then Rulezik could push forward. Positive is now, you know, thinking, should I go for Kolozoid? Should I go for Rulezik? Muka knows that he could come from behind. If Positive picks up one of these 2 kills, it will change the round.
No, they were aiming. They knew exactly where Positive was going to be, and Kolozoid gets that kill. Alien's going to have to go now against Muka, but he knows he's going to have the tanks coming around behind him. Alien, well, mate, you're doing the best you can. Muka missed. Alien's going to go around, get the kill, but he's not going to get away from Rulezek, who's going to shoot him in the rear. He does, and there we have it. 4-3, Utopia winning the first round here on Himmelsdorf.
That was close.
And that was closer than it needed to be as well.
Yeah, Break's timing wasn't that beautiful after all. He got caught out, so he died there.
I'd say that perhaps even swung that entire fight, not having Breakneck available to them.
Possibly, because as soon as he died, they were forced to push off the cap to try and protect Kuritz, which they took a lot of damage for because reloading 50Bs in the open. Yeah, they take a lot of damage there. And if Positive connected that shot onto Kolozoid,
that would have been a game changer.
He aimed very center mass of that E3.
Yeah, I mean,
like not center,
he moved and he wobbled as well.
Not center mass of the tank, like center of the center. Maybe better to aim for next to the track wheel there, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of these things we can always look back and say.
If he pens that, they probably win the round even.
And those 2 tanks, the last 2 remaining for their team, were able to do a huge amount of damage. I mean, 3 players there, all above 3k damage there. Bihu again, one of the players always doing consistently top damage for his team.
Having a good round as well, though. And even Kolozoid with that dead crew pretty much doing a decent amount of damage. He predicted the play coming out from Positive.
I tell you what, we joke about fantasy points all the time and players and stuff. I know sometimes players, or viewers in chat don't quite like it, but one thing I did want to point out is Mojo pretty much always goes with Bihu, and when Mojo doesn't have Bihu in his team, Bihu pretty much always performs as well.
Don't say that, he's going to get grumpy.
Just wanted to put that one out there.
Yeah, Shokish not having the great game this time, but neither does Dynamo and such, so neither does Murakar.
Still doing way more damage than Dead Zone.
That's just mean, man. I think Dead Zone's going to have the game of his life now.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if he's even in the lineup for the next match.
Please, don't say those kind of things. It hurts.
Now, DiNG still on match point.
Well, I did say that Utopia...
they had the chance, yeah, if they
that
started
their fate
the
might
defense.
get extended by 1 round if they got the defense. They did get the defense. Now they're moving on to the attack. And attacking on Himmelsdorf against the team with the win ratio of DiNG, it's 5-3 still.
It's 5-3, Daki's call.
I know I'm not willing to put a bow tie. 5-3.
Here we go. We'll go for it.
5-3 for DiNG. Easy. Go.
There we go. I don't mind wearing a bow tie if I'm wrong. See, I'll happily do it.
5-3 for DiNG.
Okay, we'll see. And if it's 4-4, then you're wearing a bow tie on Sunday, because that's when we're next casting again.
Well, if it's 4-4, you don't really win either. You have to predict the score from Utopia
but you
winning.
said 5-3.
Okay,
okay. So if it's not 5-3, bow tie.
DiNG, Himmelsdorf, defense win. Yeah, they should be fine.
They should be fine. Should, but you know, you can never get a sure thing in this league.
Let's put it like this. DiNG has 67% on the defense, and Utopia has a grand 17% on the attack. So,
well, there's always a potential, Daki. You never know.
Yeah, sure thing, mate. But sometimes you just got to stick with what you feel and what the paper tells you. You know. Trust me.
Trust Daki. Happy Daki.
I will make WGL great again.
No, don't
And
go
guess
there.
what? I'll make Ryan pay for it.
Don't go there. Don't go there. I'm going to put a wall in between us, Daki. I'm not paying for it, though.
It's going to have to be a big wall, mate.
Now, you reckon this one's going to go to DiNG? I reckon it's going to be Utopia coming back into it 4-4. Let's have a look at the lineups and see if there's any surprises or anything that's going to actually make it look straight away obvious.
Triple 50B, FV, WZ, Bacha, tier 10. a T10. That is a very aggressive lineup here from Utopia. No 1-1-3 kind of says, you know, you want to go aggressive, but double ice 4 from DiNG should have no issues whatsoever holding off this aggressive play from Utopia. I mean, the ice 4 is such a superior tank.
This lineup from DiNG, to be honest, Daki, looks pretty ropey for me. I mean, I'm favouring Utopia's lineup. It looks really strong.
Everything looks ropey for you because you've been on the scotch since this afternoon. So.
Hey, this is my secret, Daki. I'm always drunk. Now, DiNG, 50B, 2 ice 4s, Kramwagen, Gorilla, Batchat, AMX 1390. I mean, it is an aggressive lineup from Utopia, that's for sure. They don't have a scout. They've got the Batchat, the T10, WZ.
It's going to be aggressive. Like, rail push is unlikely, it's fair to say, because of that FE 4005. He's not that fast. He's not that armored. Just doesn't really work that well on the rails. But it could still be a very quick 8-9 line play towards the cap. Got to catch out DiNG, though. I don't think so.
Well, there's one way to find out, Daki.
Certain things are just not meant to be.
Are they going to do it? Is it going to be DiNG taking this map 5-3?
Is that even a question? That's more like a statement.
Is it
That's just more like a statement.
Is it going to be Utopia bringing it back 4-4? And then we go to tiebreaker. Ooh, it could be a bow tie maker with a tiebreaker.
Ha ha. Ha, you're such a joke maker.
Yep.
It's not going to
well,
tiebreaker.
Let's find out, Daki, because everyone's ready to go. We're ready to go. The teams are ready to go. Utopia's lineup looks amazing. They're on the red side attacking.
I just want to point out, DiNG already has more HP than Utopia does. That's already the first advantage into this round. 100, well, they've bumped into each other.
I was going to say, first damage already goes to Utopia. They're in the lead.
26 damage taken on positive, but Biku going very aggressive in the 8 line, so that's already a little bit expected. And the rest of the tanks coming over the hill, they might want to do something similar to what Oops did, if you remember, push across the AB line. It almost worked against DiNG. Perhaps Utopia has their own version for it.
Could be, as you see Colozoid in that position there on the hill where he's able to shoot at the tanks at the moment. So the push from Utopia coming over the hill here on Matchday going super aggressive.
But look at the rotation from DiNG. They seem to smell it out. They're almost there. Give him 5 to 10 seconds more. Meritorious will get the spot. There we go. He sees everybody. Now DiNG, they'll be coming. They'll be getting ready to defend. They'll be ready to hold off this. Look at them. They're almost in position. 10 more seconds is all they need.
Meritorious getting 5 spots there as he gets a shot into Maraca as he's passing as well. Now, Utopia are going to get themselves into position that they want, but the wraparound coming from DiNG is superior there. Meri taking a big shot in the face from Biku as Biku's clipping out into Meri. Meri doesn't know where to go. He's caught between a rock and a hard place. One more from Biku. Yes! Meri takes 1,006 or 2,000 damage there as now Dynamo's clipping into him as well. Meri, 27 health left. He goes down, and at the same time, Kreitz goes down. Colozoid one-shots him, and DiNG are down 2 tanks already. And Daki, you look rather worried, mate.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Breakneck now pushing across positive as well. Muka's taking a ton of damage in his 50B though. Don't count DiNG out of this just yet. They're down a little bit in HP, but it's recoverable. Meritorious there with a mistake though, and it costed them a lot.
Guns in the game right now as Utopia have 7 compared to DiNG's 5. As we see Shockish taking a little bit of damage there at the moment as well. Utopia look in control of this city fight. They just need to have the autoloaders reloaded and they'll be going back in for round 2. It's just a matter of who will they focus next on DiNG as they're a bit spread out at the moment.
Yeah, but Utopia here is going to go for the 5-line play, but the Breakneck and Hookneck are waiting there for exactly this to happen. Breakneck, oh, he's actually going to get caught out.
Breakneck caught out on a reload. He's able to get some shots out, but they're focusing him. Next tank down for DiNG. Utopia still with 7 guns available now to the 4 of DiNG. Alien is reloading. He might come back into the battle in just a second as he comes off reloads. He does, as Papa Powan takes a shot there from Hookneck, but now they spot Alien. Now they want to go all the way around Daki and continue to push over on the 1-2 line.
I'm having a moment of silence, of internal debate. Every time this happens, man, I can't believe it. But Muka is getting cut out, so Shockish took a big hit for that as well. They need to take some guns out of the game because they're down a ton of HP. And I think Utopia should have this round. I mean, they're up so many guns. They're up in HP. Rulezik bounces off of Shockish, and Shockish has no support, and that's the thing. He's going to go down here as well.
Shockish overextending as Ruzelik gets the kill there on Shockish. It's now 7 tanks to 3. As now Alien is the next one focused here from Utopia.
That's Amoract.
Biku getting a shot onto him now. Hulknick is now going to go down, and Utopia might still do this, Daki, with 7 tanks available to them. This could be... I mean, you could look so nice, Daki, on Sunday with this bow tie. So nice.
I'm only wearing bow tie if Utopia win.
Hey, that wasn't the deal. You said 5-3 next round.
Yeah,
it's not 5-3.
I'm only wearing it if
Don't
Utopia
start
win.
changing the rules, Daki.
I change rules whenever I want.
You can't.
Yes, because you have to predict the winner.
Daki,
I do not care.
Daki salt. No Daki salt. Happy Daki.
I'm only doing it if Utopia win the match.
Every dog has their day, Daki? Every horse comes in sometime in a while.
I'm having a moment of internal
Are you
debate.
having a crisis, Daki? Look, positive can still potentially
I'm
win it
thinking
here,
about
Daki.
how many people I can
10
kick.
seconds on the reload.
I'm thinking about how many people I can kick from the clan for this.
7 seconds, 5. Biku gets the kill on positive. They don't even cap out. And what an amazing match there from Utopia to take it into tiebreaker. What a prediction. And look at that man's face. Come on, Daki, talk us through that one. How did it go?
Literally, like, DiNG was like... Watch this. DiNG was like... I cosplayed DiNG during this round.
Well, I mean, sometimes, Daki, your luck's in, you know? Sometimes.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about this. Every time. Every time. It's like every time. It's not meant to be, man. It's just, I'm done. I'm done. Call
Okay,
Mojo.
let's have a look at the stats and see where the damage was done in that battle. Who came out on top? Top 3 players, Biku, Colozoid, Muka, all coming in for Utopia there.
What was DiNG even doing during this round? Meritorious saw them coming, was a little bit slow. Biku got a very nice clip. Expected Meritorious to be there. Then Colozoid removed Korit, full HP as well. Colozoid actually shot Elin in the back of the turret as well, wasn't an ammo rack. And then the 50Bs from Utopia just kept doing the damage, and DiNG had no answers because they were so afraid of getting capped.
Yeah, I mean, they focused DiNG really quickly. Karitz, Elian barely getting any damage done there. He was reloading. At one of the points when they caught out, Maraka, 12th place. But hey, you know, them's the breaks. Breakneck, Meritorious. I mean, DiNG just didn't seem to be ready at all for that. It looked like they kind of got forced into it when the push happened on Mary.
Yeah, I mean, after Mary, they tried to commit everywhere, left, right, and center to try and make up for it. They crossed with Break, they crossed with Shockage. I don't think Break expected them all to be in the D-line, because you could see once he proxy spotted 3 of them, it was like, oh.
That's pretty much what you were doing during that. I loved the part where I was,
I'm not that
you know, I was
salty.
calling out the shots, what's happening, and I look across and Daki's just like this.
Like I said, Utopia has to win.
Nope.
Yes?
You said 5-3.
You can't put
It's
it.
not 5-3.
You can't force me.
I don't have to force you. Everyone watching saw you, Daki. Everyone's
You have to win the complete
I know.
thing.
That
Utopia has to win. If
You
DiNG
said
win, I'm
your
still
exact
right.
words. 5-3.
I might not be right in the score, but I'd still
what we
be
shook
right.
on.
No.
Daki, you disappoint me.
Utopia has to win the match.
I'm not angry about it, to be honest,
I'm
Daki.
just disappointed.
I'm just disappointed, yeah.
Like Shokish will be disappointed when he looks at the clan page.
Well, you know, it's not Shokish's fault. Are you going to add him to the blacklist as well?
Blacklist, not even that. Further
Wow. Okay, he's gonna go
to Omni.
I'm saying nothing. I have no idea what that joke means.
Liar.
Now it's going to go to tiebreaker, Daki. The tiebreaker is Muravanka, which we didn't play on actually earlier on.
No. And Utopia is defending, so that's going to be interesting as well. So quick cheat look here on the stats. Well, actually, never mind that because I like wrapped up my stat sheet and threw it away. So there's that.
Let me check the stats. Look at the stats. Which one do you want? I've got them. Where are we going here? Professional cast, Daki.
Oh, this is going downhill.
There you go.
Thanks, man. What is this? This is the wrong one, Ryan. This is the wrong one. You gave me Gunrunners versus Oops.
I actually gave him a blank bit of paper, but he didn't realise. Right, never mind. I mean, okay. Advantage. You'd like to think the advantage is with DiNG because they're the more experienced team.
Yeah, but I still have to attack. Though. An attack is hard to pull off on Prokhorovka. There's a reason both these teams avoided it. DiNG have currently a magnificent
0%.
whole zero.
Oh, straight
A
across
whole,
the board.
whole,
They
whole
played it.
potato, like
Played it twice. A whole potato, as Mojo would say. Whereas Utopia played it 7 times. Well, interesting. Let's have a look at the lineups and see if Daki still has something else to change in his bets. Change the rules of it once again. Now, Utopia going with 3 Batchats, 2 113s, TVP, AMX 3090. DiNG going hyper aggressive with the Batchat family and an FE 215B. Well,
that's very aggressive lineup with the FE215B. Where is he going to play? He can also play on the 3 line, but he can also be used for blind shooting because of the accuracy, because of the DPM that tank has available to it. I mean, from DiNG, this can be anything. You know, with that kind of lineup, they can go for a cap all in. They can go eastern side. They can play it slow. It's just, what are they going to go for? In their case, I really don't think it's going to be an all-in cap. But then again, it's tiebreaker. And sometimes they do like to change it up.
DiNG do love surprising. I mean, we did this before. It wasn't tiebreaker, but they're playing against Gohard here on Prokhorovka. DiNG were attacking. Sorry, DiNG were defending, and instead they went hyper aggressive on Gohard and absolutely wrecked him. Will they do it here on Prokhorovka? Well, there's one way to find out. It's 4-4 Utopia DiNG. Let's see who wins this one here on Prokhorovka.
Prokhorovka, a map with a great number of buildings, bushes and trees, amongst which teams hide for most of the battle. The attacking team begins the battle from the top of the village, and the defenders start from the bottom of the map. Both bases are better controlled from the hill near the first base, and from the green in the lower left corner of the map. There are many attack directions. The attacking team often attempts to gain the attention of defenders by putting pressure on the first base, whilst manoeuvring several tanks behind the second base to deliver fire into the defending's flank. Team setups are very diverse, but the players often choose the fastest tanks, even for heavy setups. They could even bring SPGs.
Utopia red side defending, DiNG blue side attacking, and Daki, it's an all-in YOLO.
At least that's what it looks like. 3 Batchas going to go to E1, F1, try and hold those houses. Dynamo will be the first contender there. Kuric, Meritorius, and Hooknik going to put themselves on the cap and hope it works out and wait for Shokish to come in there with the FE215B to help them out.
And Utopia looked like they expected it as
They're
well.
just going to push straight around the corner.
We're going to get a hell of a fight here at the base. It's going to be decided in this first 5 minutes. Who's going to take all the damage? First shot's going out there into Utopia, but they haven't got any shots back in the tank of DiNG at the moment. Now they do, but they're in a crossfire. Kozoi taking a truck ton of damage. He's the first one dropped for Utopia. Rulzek's going to follow him at the moment. He does in the blink of an eye. Shokyu's going to go down next, and Utopia are falling to pieces here, and DiNG are going to quickly take control of this match and probably take the entire fight here.
They have already taken this match. It's over. They're double the HP. There's no reloads available for Utopia either. They have 2 single shooters against Batchas, who they will lose Meritorious. They probably will. But for that, they will reload. They will come back in and kill the rest of the tanks. They spotted the Utopia tanks very early pushing around that corner. And they took the instant decision to go up and over.
Yep.
And that's what saved them the round, because Rulezik was out there by himself in the TVP. They went up and over. They catch 1 or 2 tanks. The 113s got caught in a crossfire. And we can see the result of this.
It was very nicely done there by DiNG. Utopia kind of got drawn right into it. And there we go. Done and dusted within 2 minutes. Papa Pavin, the only person left. He's on defense. He can try and run, but I mean, DiNG could cap out. They could just leave him.
Points lost though for DiNG. Points lost.
Points lost, very important, yes. I mean, Utopia take 1 point, DiNG take 2 from this. It's done, it's gone, it's finished. But again, a rough game for DiNG. They were doing well.
Another tiebreaker.
They were 4-2 up, and then they've came back into tiebreaker situation.
Another tiebreaker for them, but they come out on top. So there is that. That's good for them. Get 2 points, Utopia get 1, and that was a very quick round. And you could see what happened.